My apologies, you guys. My phone got hot and turned off. My phone's sitting up here in the sun on my mount. But I'm gonna finish the video that we were talking about. Was Kimmy a side piece to Maurice? All right. Everything in the video is said and alleged. Everything said in the video is said and alleged, and in my opinion. Okay. My apologies again to you guys for the video cutting out. My phone got super hot. And with these new iPhones, when your phone get hot, it turns off. All right. So my apologies, because my phone is sitting up here on this window mount rather, as I'm talking. So as you guys come in, we're going to go ahead and finish up the video. I have just a few more points that I wanted to make in my video. Okay, but again, thank you guys for coming back. I see you guys slowly coming back. Again, my apologies. They said I'm back. Yes, we're back. Again, like I said, my phone got hot, you guys, and it cut off. I got my phone up here. It's in the sun on my windshield mount, and my phone got too hot with the sun beaming on it, and it shut off in the middle of my live. But we back. We're gonna finish this thing up because we got just a few more points. But anyway, like I was saying, in terms of, and I'm gonna pick up where I left off. If you guys watched part 1 of this video, this is part 2. What I was saying was, I felt like Maurice, we're talking about Maurice and Kimmy, and if Kimmy was deemed a side chick because Maurice had already filed divorce papers from Kiowa. Okay, the divorce was not finalized between Maurice and Kiowa when Kimmy started dating Maurice. Okay, so Kimmy she hates to be called a side chick. She got upset, as you guys know, when they went on the Vegas trip. When the conversation was brought up, she got real upset and saying, I'm tired of people calling me a side chick. I'm tired of people saying that I was a side chick when I was not a side chick. Maurice and I were together, and he and Kiowa were done, but now we're finding out that Maurice was still married to Kiowa when she struck up a relationship with him before the divorce was finalized with Kiowa and Maurice. Now, what I was saying is, Maurice likes to pit the two of them together, Kimmy and Kiowa. All right, and at the end of the day, I feel like since Kimmy has put Maurice's name on her house, if and when something happens to Kimmy, I feel like Maurice is going to take everything and not give what is due to her son Jalen. He's already kicked him out of the house. He did not want Jalen around because he felt like Jalen was a threat to him. He did not want to have another man in the house, okay? Even though that was Kimmy's son. He made it very uncomfortable for Kimmy's son to be there so that he could mistreat Kimmy like he is doing now and not have Jalen there saying, Mama, do you see what's going on here? Or Mama, why are you allowing Maurice to be out till 5 o'clock in the morning and do the things that he does? He did not want Jalen there to see the things that he was doing to his mother so that he could continue to mistreat her in peace. That is why he did not want Jalen there. That is why Jalen don't really fool with Maurice like that. He tolerates him. We talked about it before. It's a difference between toleration and adoration. He has no adoration for Maurice because Maurice makes his mother cry. Maurice disrespects his mother. And Jalen doesn't like that because all of his life has been just him and Kimmy. It's been just he and Kimmy. So when Maurice came in and changed that whole dynamic to where now he's seeing his mother crying, now he's seeing and hearing about different things. He watched the show too. He's been on the show. He knows different things that's going on. So now that Maurice has kicked him out of the house and brought his son Monster up in there, I'm sure that makes Jalen feel away because he wanted to be close to his mom, even though he's an adult. And I get it, at one point in time, children should leave the nest, but not because your new husband say so. That should have been when Kimmy felt that he should have left. But Maurice is so militant and he think he running everything and he think he got all the answers for everybody but none for himself. You don't even spend time with your son. He neglect those things that are important and he focus on things that are not important, like sex. You can't be a present dad to your son, but you want to show up when it's time to have sex 2-3 times a day. That speaks volumes to the type of bullshitter that you are. And that's what I keep saying about them Scott brothers. He's able to manipulate and fast talk Kimmy and get whatever he want out of her. And Kimmy gets so frustrated till she don't want to deal with this shit no more. And she don't want to argue with him no more because he knows how to talk her down and continue to keep talking. He knows that if he keeps talking and saying the little bullshit that he says to Kimmy, that she's going to finally break down and just get so frustrated and be over it. So then he feels like he won that conversation or that argument. And he continues to do that to her. And I don't think she realizes that that's what he's doing. By any means necessary, Maurice wants to have his way. So he knows how to do that by doing what he does to Kimmy. Marceau does it to Tisha. He fast talks Tisha. Tisha tries to hit back and say little stuff, and she tries to buck up against him in terms of what she wants. But Marceau has a way of speaking in circles and breaking her down verbally to the point to where she gets frustrated and give in. And now it's looking like that's what Kimmy is doing with Maurice. So now she's been Scottonized. And that's what I'm going to call it. That's my new word for them when they on their bullshit. Kimmy is being Scottonized just like Tisha has been Scottonized by Marceau. And it ain't going to do nothing but get worse. So as I said before, Kiowa, baby, see that as a blessing in disguise that you got far away from Maurice, because he's a bullshitter. He's irresponsible. He's not a present father as he needs to be for your son. And if you had any sense about you, you would get your child and take him home and raise him, because your son is already showing signs of depression. Kimmy is showing signs of depression. That is how she can recognize that in Maurice's son, Monster, because she too is going through that. That is a house of depression. And she cannot have peace in her own home because she's married to someone who is a dictator versus a husband. He's a gaslighter too. I see y'all putting it in there. He gaslight the hell out of her. And anybody else that he feel like he can do that to. Kimmy needs to wake up. She needs to wake up and put Maurice in his place. That's exactly what she needs to do, because it's a hot damn mess. That's a mess. And for her to be sick and going through all the stuff she's going through with chemo, and for him to not care, to put on another responsibility and more weight on her, and not take off some of this weight, that clearly shows how much he loves and cares about this woman. He only wants Kimmy around for what she can do for him. And that's how it is with them brothers. Marceau don't really care about Tisha. He wants Tisha around because Tisha got credit and credentials to take him to the next level. And I keep saying, Marceau is only building up behind Tisha's back. That's why he don't want her at the business, to know what's going on, to know what kind of money is being exchanged. Because he's fixing himself up to be able to move on without Tisha, with her credentials and money that's being made. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. Watch what I tell you. Because you came from a whole movie theater. You ain't really got nothing going on with you, Marceau. But he like to sound like he's such an important businessman now. Just like Maurice tries to do with Kimmy. Oh, I'm such an important businessman. Oh, I'm a lawyer now. He like to tell everybody, I'm a lawyer now. But your wife paid for that. She paid your way through school. Because your broke ass didn't have the money to do it. So you're being braggadocious because your woman taking care of you, which makes you a weak individual. Because you can't stand on your own. A man that don't work don't eat. But when you got sorry ass, desperate ass women who more worried about their biological clock versus making their man do what they need to do as a man, then that speaks volumes to the type of individual that you are. So in some ways, Kimmy is weak emotionally. And she's desperate. And she married Maurice out of desperation of being alone because she wanted companionship. And now she's unhappy because she made a choice and she see it now. And I don't see Maurice letting her go like he let Kiowa. Because he stands to lose more losing Kimmy than he did with Kiowa. And that's on period. We're going to end it there. But that's all I wanted to do was wrap up this video, you guys. Thank y'all for joining the part 2 of this. Please like this video in its entirety. Please also leave comments and let me know how you guys feel about what we talked about in this video as well, okay? Love you guys all the way down. And we will, I guess, I might do another pop-in today if I run across anything else that's interesting, okay? Love you guys down. Like the video. Thank you, boss, for doing such a great job. Thank you, Caramelians, for being here as well. Any content creators that joined us, thank you guys as well, okay? And goodbye.